Hello, friends, and welcome to another edition of the Artist Spotlight Show being brought to you by Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide, Table of Mike Productions, and Biker Bay Barber and Company. We have a treat for you. We just interviewed Nick, right? And he put on one heck of a show. Well, why not? Let's bring in another artist. He is the one, the only Jason Ray Welsh with the Ray Welsh Band. He is in the house. And we are so excited. And boy, does he got a story to share with us as we're live on the Art Spotlight Show. If you're an upcoming aspiring artist looking to get your name out there, please send your request to either Biker Bay Barber and Company or info.musicdreamsusa@gmail.com. Without any further delay, let's bring in my co-host. She's the one, the only, Karen with Biker Bay Barber and Company.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. We have Jason Ray Welch with us today, who is also a part of the Biker Bay Barber and Company team. We do a lot of biker rallies together, festivals, traveling, hopefully more later on coming up. But we brought him in today so he could tell you his story. You could hear his new original songs. He does covers, he does originals. And Jason, thank you for being with us today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's start off with what can you tell us about yourself and how you got your band started?
Well, I started music at a very young age. Put it on the back burner for the Army, and then once I went through drug addiction and all that, once I got through rehab, I picked back up the music. So for the last 8 years, I've been doing the music full time.
Okay, so and you just mentioned that you were in the military. So what branch were you in?
The Army, I was a Cab Scout.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what I think I heard that you had done wartime.
Yes.
What war were you in?
Operation Iraqi Freedom with the Global War on Terrorism.
And we thank you for your service, by the way.
Absolutely.
So when you got out and you started up with your band, or did you said addiction started?
Well, addiction started before the band. It started once I got back because of the VA giving me opiates, and then they took them away. So that's when I got hooked on heroin and shooting heroin and meth and all that.
And how are we doing now?
Doing great. I just celebrated 8 years clean.
Congratulations!
That's awesome.
That's
Congratulations.
we just got finished doing an addiction benefit in April, and it went really well. So it was, and Jason played for us in that benefit. So I like having people, and Nick also, guys, he was also had an addiction issue. He also played in the benefit. So we were kind of glad to have these guys who have been through this playing for us too, supporting what we were doing and everything. So we enjoyed that. So what have you got playing big time this year?
It's almost time for FYC for your consideration for the Grammys, the ACMs, the CMAs. Right now, my new single, Two Deserts, One War, is being played for the Carolina Artist Showdown through the Carolina Country Music Association. So we'll be performing that wherever the award show is going to be. But I'm looking, right now I'm writing new material for a new album also.
Nice. So what awards do you have?
Well, I got several awards from the International Singer-Songwriters Association. Just got a new award for Two Deserts, One War, which it just released on July 1st, and that's the date that I won the new award because I had submitted it to the World Songwriters Association.
Congratulations on that.
Awesome.
Thank you. And so me and my identical twin brother done that one with the JRWB. And so I got one Carolina Country Music Award, Male Vocalist of the Year, Music Mafia Radio Artist of the Year. I didn't name them, but...
That just tells you he's got a lot going on. Absolutely. He does have a twin brother, and he plays music too, right?
He does.
And they have a mother who is also in the music, so they have a very talented family. I had the pleasure of meeting his mom on Bike Week this spring at Beaver Bar, and what a pleasant, she is awesome. I loved meeting her. She looks as young as the rest of them. None of them look their age at all.
Well, I'll look older than mine.
Well, you do because of your beard.
Oh, why did you say that?
His mom looks like a sister.
Yeah.
So much for the show. I'm sorry. But let me ask you this. You've had such a magical run. I've actually seen you a few times live in concert. And I love your show. I love the energy, and I just love the way that you get the crowd into it. What is the secret formula?
Just everybody in the audience, I try and look into their eyes, at least once, and make them part of it. Try to bring the energy from the stage into the audience, and let them feel that. So
In the beginning of the interview, you opened up with saying that you had a drug addiction.
I did. Yeah.
What were some of the pitfalls you had to obviously it wasn't something that was cured overnight. Obviously you had a lot of roadblocks in front of you. How were you able to overcome those roadblocks to get to where you are today?
Music. A lot of people go with the 12-step programs or something along those lines. Well, I tried that after rehab and I kept relapsing. And so finally I turned to music and started writing and recording and got myself out there performing. Started off on open mic nights and then started getting shows. And so music was my program of sobriety and being clean. And it still is today. If I feel like picking up and using or picking up and drinking, then I just go and write a song or learn a new cover song or something like that. Because we are on the Grand Strand right now, and all the tourists that want to hear stuff that they know. So I slide in my originals about every few songs. So
what platforms are you on?
What the originals?
Yeah, with your originals.
All major digital download and streaming platforms, including YouTube, iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, whatever you listen to your favorite music on. Look up Jason Ray Welsh.
Absolutely.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
As an artist, what do you think about the profit sharing with social media?
Well, it could be better.
Tell me more. What you mean by that?
Especially Spotify. A lot of artists are pulling their stuff from Spotify right now because it pays fractions of pennies on the dollar to for streams. So basically, and I know this is not the right number, but if your song's played 1,000,000 times, you might make a couple percent of that, as far as royalties and stuff. So if you're not a mainstream artist putting big money into it, then us independent artists, we get paid very little for streams and downloads.
One more question before I turn over to Bunker Bay Barber and Company. Independent artist.
Yes.
What can we do as a media outlet to help you and other independent artists are maybe looking to get to where you are, get their name out there, help them expose their music? So as a media outlet, what can we do to help you?
Just push the independent artists more.
What do you mean by that?
Well, everybody has mainstream, being drilled into them when they get in their car or listen to Alexa or whatever. And but it's the independent artists that are the next up and coming mainstream artists, and they need to be pushed just as much as the mainstream artists, in my opinion. Because to get even a nomination for the Grammys, you gotta start with $30,000 or more just to get nominated. Because the independent artists ain't getting the push that the mainstream is.
Let's turn back over to Bunker Bay Barber and Karen.
Hey, Karen.
Yeah, I am a Karen.
Okay, so when did your journey begin being a musician?
At a very young age. All my family was musicians. Everybody singing, played instruments. Starting in church, my papa was a Baptist minister, And so, uh, everybody in the family, we'd come over to Papal's house or whatever, and we'd have dinner. We'd go in the living room. We'd play music.
Have your pickings.
Yeah, yeah. You sit there, pick and grin, and so that happened on holidays or just whenever the family got together, which was very often. We have a tight knit family. Then we created a bluegrass gospel band, the Turner family, and then from there we went more country gospel, such as the Hensons, the Freemans, the Gaithers, stuff like that. So that was called Heaven Bound Express. We had a tour bus, traveled all around the nation, and put out 3 albums. And so then that's when I joined the army. I was done with that, and like I said, didn't pick it back up until after rehab. But I started performing at the age of 12.
Wow, that is pretty awesome. Now, is the guitar the only thing that you play?
No, I also play banjo and mandolin and a little bit of piano and drums. And,
Nice.
Yeah.
Versatile.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
That's me.
Guitar, of course. Yeah. That's my main thing because I know more on that than all the other ones. So, yeah.
So, what would you say that your music style is with your band now and your solo?
Outlaw country and southern rock. My solo is more outlaw country than southern rock, but my band together is more southern rock than outlaw country. So with me, you might see one show and it's totally different from the next show.
Right. Out of all your original songs, which one means the most to you and why?
Lies in You.
What is it?
Lies in You.
Okay, Lies in You.
It's on the album, and it was my first single I released through Mission Control Studios with a Grammy member as producer, Mr. Carl Vingle. But it's really important to me because I wrote that about my wife, Miss Debbie Cooper. Because she had brought me down here to go to rehab, and she didn't know me A from Adam.
Yeah.
And she had met me on the internet, and most people can be shady.
Oh, that's an understatement.
Yeah. So she got me down here on a Greyhound bus. I went to rehab. She paid for the rehab, and after that, things just hit it off, and we got together, and I showed her, or I wrote this song to show her that my strength lied in her, and she was my lighthouse in my darkest hour. So that's why I called it Lies in You.
She is an awesome person, but the strength actually lies in you.
Yeah.
You just fed off of what she had to bring out your strengths. Know that because you are a strong person.
She showed me a new way to live.
Absolutely.
Which is what I needed.
Yeah, I get that. Who are your biggest musical influences in life?
My family.
Yeah.
My Uncle Jim, which unfortunately passed away several years
Oh,
ago.
sorry.
He was around my age when he passed, but he was so important with my musical journey. And he was like the most successful in the family as far as the music goes, doing European tours and recording and stuff. And but my mom also, my Uncle Dale, my Padball, they all showed me the ropes, and so other than my Uncle Jim, I'd say my mom was was also a big influence.
Absolutely. So when you get on stage, what's the message that you hope that your audience takes away when they leave after hearing your music? Meaning, like, not only the covers, but your originals too.
Well, my originals I make from my life experiences. So, and I'm very transparent about my life, the drug addiction, the homelessness, getting injured, over in Iraq, and everything in my life I'm very transparent about. So I hope that they take away that, I'm advocating on stage for sobriety, even at a bar, because because you run into a lot of people that's on drugs, a lot of alcoholics
Mm-hmm.
especially, and that if I touch one person and inspire them to even cut back on it, that's worth it.
It 100% worth it. Yeah, absolutely. So, what's the biggest challenge that you've overcome in the career of playing with music? And I'm not just yourself, but I guess anything.
The biggest challenge would be getting bookings.
Okay, biker babe, get on it, girlfriend.
well, I'm talking about most of these venues, especially here in a tourist area, they want to pay $300 in pizza and beer.
It is. It's so hard.
And you get what you pay for. If these venues want someone that the audience will pay attention to and stay for, drink more, eat more, tip more, then you get what you pay for. And if you want a good band, you got to pay the money. So I get told all the time that's not in my budget.
Yeah,
okay,
I hear it all the time.
Well, go and try and put it off to 70-year-old weekend warriors that's retired and see where you get.
Yeah, I think is another reason why.
Against them.
Exactly, but we have a professional team here. We've got Grammy Award winners. We got Emmy Award winners, CMA Award winners. We actually have on my team some of the top-notch people that could get out there and put on a show, which is what we've been trying to do, get festivals together and follow the bike rallies and stuff again and get bigger and whatnot. But it's been so hard, again, because we hear it's not in the budget.
Yeah.
So which is one reason that we, meaning Music Dreams USA and Joe and Nick Siri or Nick Cherry with Siri Entertainment is trying to focus on something different where we can start getting sponsors and maybe even do some other things like even the 501c thing where we get our budget comes to us. We're like, well, hey, we're going out there. We're going to travel. People are going to know who we are. This is the year that it's going to start now, but it's going to end 2027 that we're going to try to do lots more. They're going to know who we are. They're going to know who I am. They're going to know who Russell is. They're going to know who you are. We want to get there. I've only been in business. It'll be 2 years in October. I have well over 100 bands now, but only 5 top bands that, me and one of you, who I focus on right now because you can't have a bunch of bands and focus on all of them to get them these little bar gigs. That's not what I'm wanting to do. We want to, because you being award winners, we want to get you where you should be. We also have Blue Shamrock.
Yep, Blue Shamrock.
Who is out of Australia, and they do New York. That is a record label that we can work with. Jen Littleton works with Kevin Nichols. You can be full under one of these people or 50-50 or half like independent yourself like Kevin Nichols. Our first show was with Kevin Nichols and Morgan because we wanted to we took them to Asheville. We wanted to bring out like Miss America, beautiful,
right.
In too, to have something that had to do with music, but a little bit different too, but because she sings opera.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
She is one heck of a singer. So we wanted to bring a little bit of different into the music station too and whatnot. So my shows today or our shows today was everybody, it was a little bit different music, like rock and Southern outlaw, and rock, and then of course what Joe does that we have a little bit later coming in, but we're going to get somewhere. We're going to move forward. We want to do these lives. We want everybody to hear us, know who we are, and kind of go from there. But I am so excited to hear your songs too, and let the world hear your music, and they're going to hear more about you, Jason. I can promise you that. So
I love hearing you say that.
Yeah.
The Artist Spotlight Show is for us just like him. And for Jason, just to get you out there, get your music out there, let people know who you are and what you're about. And much to Karen's point, we were up in Nashville. We just finished season 1, and that's in post-production right now. And we're going to take that reel, and we're going to send it to all the decision makers out there. That, let them know, as Karen mentioned, who we are, what we're doing. And our in 2027, we're going to take the Art Spotlight Show, and we're going to go to places where people don't want to go, but we're going to go there. We're going to find the upcoming aspiring artists, the people are looking to get their name out there, looking for an opportunity, looking for a chance, because that's what this show is all about. And in fact, and you're such a great example that you're a veteran, you overcoming drug addiction, you have a successful musical career. And here's my next question. You like how I like drag into that one?
Yeah.
I want you to take a step back on memory lane.
Yeah.
What is one memory that you will never forget as you continue your musical career? No, so two-part question. The first part of it is, what is that memory, and why do you still remember it today?
As far as to do with music,
It could be anything. You're taking a step back on memory lane.
well, the main reason, I guess, why I do what I do right now is because I've been where I've been, and the homelessness, the drug addiction, getting injured in war. I take those experiences and I remember where I was, as far as the rock bottom kept on getting lower and lower. As soon as I'd hit rock bottom, well, that wasn't rock bottom, the next one was. And so I take those memories and put them into my music, and yeah, that's what keeps me going.
That's what writes the best music, is what's within us. Yeah, absolutely.
When you're on stage, people hear your music. Maybe it's the first time they've heard you, or maybe it's your fan base coming to follow you. What is the message you're sending to that crowd?
That they're not alone. They're not alone. That no matter where you've been or what you've done, there is hope, and you can get there as long as you put that first foot forward. You know, turn those stumbling blocks into stepping stones, and
Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
get where you're going. Make goals, smash them, make new goals.
Absolutely.
One more before I turn it over to Karen. So, do you have any pre-rituals you do before you go live on the air?
No, not really. Warming up my vocal cords, which I didn't get to do today, but warming up my vocal cords, and some of my old bands, we put our hands in, like that, and do the pre-ritual stuff that a lot of the bands do, and then I'd look to my lead guitarist and I'd be like, "How's my hair?" or "Don't mess up tonight." Okay, got you.
What's the funniest thing that's ever happened on stage?
Well, I was at
This was a family show, by
yeah,
the way.
yeah. I was at Duck's Night Live, which is up in North Myrtle here, North Myrtle Beach, and there's a drunk couple, and they was up in front of the stage, and I had non-alcoholic beer on my mic stand and my big pedal board, which is 22 pedals, which I don't use no more because that's a lot to keep up with. But they knocked into my pedal or my mic stand, and without missing a beat, I caught the mic stand because I didn't want the beer to spill on my pedal board. Caught the mic stand, pushed it back up, which pushed them up. Didn't miss a beat on the guitar and yelled security in the mic, and they was quick to rectify the situation. But I think that's probably
Did a little Elvis Presley move there.
Yeah, I look back on that. And
you were all shook up.
Yeah, I just laugh about it because it could have turned into something very bad.
It could.
But they was so drunk, I had to laugh.
Oh wow. Let's start back over to Karen with Biker Bay Barber and Company.
So, after this interview and moving forward for the rest of the year, what would you like to tell the audience about what you have coming up, what your plan for the future is? Just kind of go with it. It's all you.
Yeah. Well, my plan for the future is to get on the bike rally circuit, the festival circuit, be opening up for bigger names, which I know that
we're working on it.
Working on that. And what was the rest of the question? Traumatic brain injury.
Just tell them whatever you want them to know what you're doing.
This is your time to say, hey!
Okay.
Well, Well, you can read the rest of my story and the story of everybody in the band, the awards, all that on my official webpage, which is renegadejasonraywelsh.com, WELSH, because I'm not grape juice. So
That's a
anything.
good drink, though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So it's WELSH,
Yeah.
not CH grape juice.
Or Walsh.
Oh yeah, you get
Walsh,
Walsh too. Yeah.
But yeah, anything that you want to know, and I call my fans and followers, I call them Renegade Nation, and
That's awesome too.
So anything that you want to know, Renegade is on that website, and like I said, just remember you're not alone in anything you're going through. If you need help, reach out. If you need help right away, call the crisis line, because I know in the military we have the 22 a day, and I'd rather talk to you for an hour on the phone than go to your funeral. So that's what
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And we do a lot of benefits. We do a lot for the veterans. We do a lot for domestic violence. We've done addiction, homeless. We've done animal shelter, dogs. Anybody that needs, say, a party, a wedding, benefit, anything, reach out. You can reach out to him. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to any of us. And we will put together whatever you need, and we'll get the Jason Ray Welsh band there.
There you go.
All right, we are ready to hear some of your music.
Oh, not so fast.
Oh,
One more question for you. You know, we have artists, upcoming spring artists right now that would love to be where you are right now. What advice can you share with them to overcome the addictions, that knows, especially in the music business, right? There's a lot of yeses. There's more no's than there are yeses.
Yes.
How do you stay confident? How do you stay on track? And how do you overcome rejection in the music industry?
Well, just keep pushing. There'll be more. Well, I think Bon Jovi really said it the best when he said, "You get knocked down 10 times, or 9 times, you get up 10." So there'll be rejection. There'll be, but know what your worth is. Don't dwell on being rejected. You'll eventually get what you want, whether it be price wise or the place to play or the band members. Just know your worth basically on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Karen, any final thoughts?
that's it. I was just going to do my introduction. If you're ready, are you good?
Let's go.
Welcome, Jason Ray Welch, everybody. And you'll get to take this.
All right, let me get this right here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna do this one real quick. It's called "Let It Go," and no, it's not the Frozen "Let It Go." This one right here is about letting go of addictions. I wrote this about my heroin addiction, so. Play the music, keep on rolling down the highway of the lonely. Till the Tuesday, keep on flowing down my way. Seems like everywhere I go to, running always leads you. Can't now go to pay no more. Gotta let it go. Take the high road. Loving you makes me hate you more. So let it go. Lose that heavy load. Got no place for you here anymore. You're an angel, but you're falling, and the demons keep on calling, begging for me to come back home. All the hell I had to go through, and the damage just because you ain't worth the price to pay no more. Gotta let it go. Take the high road. Loving you makes me hate you more. So There's heaven in your eyes, but I can't believe you lie. Gotta spread my wings and fly, yeah. Gotta let it go, take time road. Loving you makes me headstrong, so let it go. Lose that heavy load. Got no place for you here anymore. Yeah, got no place for you here anymore.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. All right. You want me to do one more?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let me try and do the new one, which was written by me and my identical twin brother. Him from the standpoint of serving and getting injured in Afghanistan. And that was in 2011, and me getting injured in Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2008. So this song right here is being put out with the Wounded Warrior program, and it'll be on their album and be sold worldwide at all the military installations. It's called Two Deserts, One War. I was sitting outside back then with someone with a hammer on the sand, watching those palm trees burning across that Courtney Lane. Learned to hate the smell of hot metal, roadside at the dust. Every smiling face you pass and a measure of down these clothes. We were rolling through the sector of the heat of the football play. Every call on the radio was the spinning of the wheel of fate. I was high up in the Hindu Kush, where the air was a razor thin, climbing for days in those passes where the real dark secrets begin. Threaded those flying asphalt roads for the Texas shell, running ghosts in the valley where the wind told the tale. My boots were torn and frozen, watching Chinook sword fall. A promise made in blood that could never be controlled. We saw the same damn nightmares between two different skies. All the war for years in the silence of our own eyes. We carried the same weight home, our uniforms, stained by different birth. Learned what duty means, and the promises are truly heard. From the Euphrates to Plain, to the logic of affairs, we put our lives on the line for a flag that's made to last. Put it in the struggle, push from the iron inside the breast. You can tell your story to the bartender, the man next door, 'cause they didn't breathe that air, didn't fight that kind of war. And all we got left is the truth we found, and the memory of those who lost. They pulled me out in a way, told me Iraq was stabilized, go home sober and be free. They left us hanging in 21, watching Afghanistan fall on TV. You fight for years to hold the line, you're watching online. Story badly told. We saw the same damn nightmares between two different skies. All the war for 20 years in the silence of our own eyes. We carried the same weight home, our uniforms, stained by different dirt. Learned what duty means, and the promises that we heard. From the Euphrates of pain to the rocky Cadillacs, we put our lives on the line for the flag that's made to last. Brothers in the struggle for some iron inside the past. We on the line. We on the line. Woo! That's
Great
amazing.
job. Amazing.
So much. That's great. Absolutely.
That was amazing, man.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
We thank you for coming in and playing those two songs for us and for the interview. Absolutely. Appreciate it, Jason.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure having you on the team.
Yes. If you're watching now or you will be watching later, let's give up for Jason Ray Welsh. Let's hear it for him. Come on, put your hands together for him. Great job. Close out with a very patriotic song, and thank you for sharing that with us on the show tonight. And we're going to have you back for part 2.
Okay, sounds good.
Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide. We are live from our Myrtle Beach studios, and what a day it's been. But we're not done. We got a few more interviews coming up throughout the day. Stay right here where you are and tell your family and friends about us. If you're an upcoming aspiring artist, you want to be another Jason Ray Welsh, hey, send your request to info.musicdreamsusa@gmail.com or reach out to Bunker Bay Barber and Company. It's your friend Russell K. Half of my co-host, my partner in crime, Miss Karen,
Thank you, Russell.
in the house. And a special thank you once again to Jason Ray Welsh, my man. You're awesome. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time on another edition of the Artist Spotlight Show. Once again, being brought to you by Music Dreams USA Radio Worldwide, by Bay Barber and Company, and Table and Mic Productions. Take care, everyone. We'll see you again real soon the next time on the Artist Spotlight Show.